Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Syra. This is my first video, so don't judge me. If I talk fast, that's because I'm nervous, so excuse me, sorry. If you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me in my journey, wherever that goes. Yeah, so I already put on primer because, I was nervous and I was debating on making the video or not, so yeah. What I used was MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I don't know what I'll be doing today. Just playing around with makeup, talking to a camera. I mean, to you guys. Or whoever. I'll be using the Subculture by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Total throwback, I have a bunch of her palettes because you know how they were on the holiday special. So I took advantage of that and I bought them. Yeah, and I haven't really used it, not a lot of people had good opinions about it, but it was on sale, so your girl, take advantage of that. Yeah. Okay, so I figured we could talk a little bit about my life, about what's going on while I do my makeup, and yeah, go from there. So I'm gonna go in with Dawn. Yeah, there's a lot of fallout on this palette. On my crease. Sorry if I look over here, it's because my mirror's over here. And if I defocus, it's because, yeah, I guess I just do. Okay, so I guess I'll talk a little bit about myself. So I'm 22. Yeah, I'm 22. Born in January 24, 1998. TMI, TMI. I am married to a man. A handsome man. And we have a 1-year-old baby. His name is Caleb. He's the love of my life. I love him. He's super cute. He's learning how to walk right now, so it's super adorable seeing his little one. Seeing how every day he learns more, how to take more steps. It's like super amazing being a mom. Speaking of being a mom, I don't know if you guys are watching. We probably are. I mean, who isn't? Watching the Desi Perkins docu-series about her IVF journey, and she finally revealed she was pregnant, which is super cute. Who didn't cry watching that video? I know I cried. She deserves it. A lot of people go through like that journey, not being able to have babies and like having trouble, getting pregnant. And I'm glad she made that docu-series because I feel like there's not a lot of awareness about that. And a lot of women just suffer in silence, which is like super sad. And good for her, she has the resources to pay for IVF and all of those things. But a lot of women don't, so they just get stuck in that situation, I guess you can say, which is really unfortunate. But I mean, sometimes just time tells, like, if that's meant to happen to you, that's meant to happen to you. I have a few I know a few people who it took them like 10 years to get pregnant, and now they have a beautiful baby boy and baby girl. And then I know another couple who have the same issue, and unfortunately they don't have any kids, which is super sad since they're really good people. But life is unpredictable. For me, actually, it took me 6 months to get pregnant, which isn't a whole lot, but I was getting worried, and I did ask my doctor about it, and they actually told me that you have to take like 6 months, a year, and then after a year, if you don't get pregnant, then they send you to a specialist, which I mean, it's a pretty long time, like being like just wondering and being in that spot, like, is something wrong with me, is something wrong with my husband? All of those questions come up to mind, and you kind of like start questioning life, which isn't good because then you start to overthink things, and then you can't focus on on work and your studies and stuff. Yeah. Now I'm going in with Roxy. I'm just playing around, seeing what how this ends up being. Let's see, what else can I say? Fun fact, I actually dropped out of junior year, second semester. Why did I drop out? Because I was doing a lot of truancy. So if you're truant, they first take you to some like seminar and you have to go with your parent or adult. And then after that they give you like another chance, and if you are still truant, so like if you're still missing school a lot, they send you to court. No good. And then when you're in court, you have to pay a fine of like $500 or more, which I had to pay the second one, but my mom had to pay the ones previous to that one, which I feel sorry for her. Sorry, Mom. And yeah, so I dropped out junior year, second semester, because my mom was like, you know what, you're not going to school and you're just gonna be truant again, so I'm just gonna take you out. I don't remember how old I was. Maybe I was like 17. I don't know. I don't remember actually. Yeah, I was probably 17. And oh, I don't know if this is a good color. Oh, what am I doing? Now I'm going in with Destiny. Yeah, so she was like, you know what, I'm gonna take you out of school since you don't want to go to school. Might as well just put you to work. Which I don't even know if I went to work. I think I did. Yeah, so that happened, and I started applying to places to work. You know, I was like, might as well work. Oh, I think I ruined it. It's okay. You gotta finish the process. I don't know this brush. This is the brush that come with the palette. You know, I use them. Might as well. I paid for it. Yeah, so I started applying to places to work. I applied everywhere. I applied to Walgreens. I applied to Pizza Hut, Target, and believe it or not, Pizza Hut sent me an email saying that I wasn't qualified to make pizzas. I don't know how that happened, but I guess I just wasn't qualified to make pizzas. Oh, I also applied to Sephora. Never got a call, nothing, not even a no. And then I ended up applying to McDonald's, and then thank the Lord for McDonald's. McDonald's hired me, and that was my first job. And I actually worked more hours than I was supposed to, which one of my managers would yell at me about, but you know, fuck it, I gotta get my money, my coin, you know. Look kind of ugly. I come from a family of 5. My mom's a single mom, so I had to work. It wasn't something optional. It was like, if you want something nice, you gotta work for it, which it's a good lesson, you know. Which is a good life lesson to have. You know, it's something I want to pass down to my son, my kid. You know, you do have to work for things if you want them. And not everything in this life is free or it's going to be easy to obtain. And going back to why I dropped out of school, that's kind of one of the reasons. My friends, you know, they had both parents, both working parents, you know, my mom, just her supporting me and my siblings. And, you know, I couldn't have a lot of things that my classmates could have, you know. They would always be wearing new clothes, you know. They would have cars, and well, actually I think only one of them. I don't remember. Yeah, and you know, I didn't, and it felt weird. I think I'm gonna end up doing like 5 hours of this olive. This Destiny color is kind of patchy. I don't know if you can see. It gets darker here and then it gets lighter in the crease. Super weird. Now I see what was the issue with this palette. yeah, so I don't know, I guess I was getting like depressed, or I just didn't enjoy those moments, you know, seeing everyone else have this and I couldn't have that, and it was just kind of like frustrating for me. I just didn't feel like it mixed in well. Yeah, so I had to switch the eye look because that palette was not doing it for me. That green, I don't know what was wrong with that green, but it was not blending well. It's like darker here, lighter here. ¿Qué pasó? If you hear background noise, it's my husband and my baby. Remember? My 1-year baby. And my 1-year-old husband. Okay, so now for the front part. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my face. I'm gonna moisturize my face with the Berry Bougie Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. Everyone knows Tatcha and the Dewy Skin Cream. Yeah, so I was saying I dropped out of junior year, second semester, only second semester, okay? Nothing too dramatic. ¿Qué pasó? This cream, lotion, whatever, is so good. If you have money, or if you have the budget for this, or you want to splurge, and you have dry skin, this is the stuff right here. This is the stuff. It's amazing. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Look at my face, so dewy. And then before I do my foundation, I like to, actually I should put some primer on. What should I use? I think I'm gonna use the mini milk thingamabob. ¿Qué pasó? I forgot if I bought this or Sephora gave it to me. I think I bought it. It's so tiny, huh? You know, I've got to cover up those pores because, you know, they're like big craters. Yeah, so I dropped out junior year, second semester. And then I had to, senior year I went back. And I had to take like 9 classes. So I had to take first period up to 7th period. I was in JROTC, which is the only 7th period class I have, so that's why I had to have it. And then I had to do 2 night classes. So I did one on Tuesday and one on Thursday, I think. Yeah, so I was super backed up. And what sucked is most of my classes were with like freshmen. And dude, so embarrassing. Being a senior and being in a class with freshmen, like, no bueno. I couldn't handle senior classes with, like, no way. I couldn't handle people my own age, and now people younger than me, like, no, that was a no. I couldn't do that. So I ended up going to my counselor or someone in the office, and I told them my issue, and actually the vice principal. I went to the vice principal, and I talked to him. I told him, you know what, like, I can't handle these classes, like, it's too many classes, I'm doing too much. And hold on, I'm gonna put on some Fix Plus, you know, this amazing little thing. This is bomb. I love this. Best thing you could have. I have a bunch of setting sprays actually that I don't use. Should I use this one, the Farsali? Maybe at the end. I don't know. It's so pretty. I wanted it because it's pretty. Look, it has little gold. Can you see? So cute. Yeah, so I went to him and I told him, you know what, I can't do this. So I ended up transferring to a continuation school. Hold on, let me spray. Yeah, so I ended up going to a continuation school, which was like in the same campus but different place, I guess. Or same campus, just a little in the corner. It's called Apollo. I ended up going there, and I'm so glad I did because I met my best friend there. She's like my sister. I love her. Her name's Ruby. She's super pretty. Yeah, and I met her. She was so innocent when I met her. She was so cute. I mean, she's beautiful still, but I mean, she was so innocent, so fragile. Now she's like a bad bitch. We're gonna put some foundation. Gonna use the Naked Skin Urban Decay One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector in shade medium. Oh no, I got in my pants. Oh no, it's so liquidy. So, because it's hot and it's been in my closet, because obviously I'm in my closet. Oh yeah. Yep. I'm gonna be using the NYX Professional Makeup brush in 37, brush 37. This is really nice if you don't want to use a lot of makeup. Make your skin breathe a little bit, you know. And it has SPF 20. Okay. It is pretty light coverage, so you can still see your skin peek through, so your little imperfections. Then what I do, if I want a little bit more coverage, is I use my Hourglass foundation, stick foundation in warm beige. It's a little bit darker, but I use it to cover more of the spots that I see. So I feel like I have a dark shadow here. And then here I wish need my mustache a little bit more covered. And then here I have a dark shadow too. So going back to my little story. I actually enjoyed Apollo more than my actual high school. I don't know why. I feel like the people were more cool. That's why I was there, okay? I was more cool. And feels so weird. My husband can hear me, so it's even weirder. I told him to go to the living room, but he doesn't want to, so now he's listening to me. It's awkward. Okay, then I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. concealer in medium sand, the hydrating one, the camo one. Super good. I'm like halfway through it. Yeah, so I like that school better. I think it's just because the classes were smaller, the teachers paid more attention to you. They actually wanted to support you. They were more supportive. Maybe just because their classes were smaller, they were able to do that. But you know, in high school, I feel like teachers weren't like that. Like, none of them were supportive for me. There was one. His name was Shelby. He was an awesome teacher. Yeah, so I enjoyed that school a lot more. Okay, now blending the concealer out with the same brush. And then this actually ends up being more. I think I put too much. Oops. And then extending it here so it makes a little bit more of a sharper line here. Look at that orange. Then I'm actually going to use the Patrick Starrr Infamous Setting Powder. Again, with the little puff. Look at the little puff. So cute. Yeah, so something I always remember about high school in that time is I would have to walk to school. And then from walking to school, I have to walk back home. And then from home, walk to work. And from work, walk back home. And then do the same thing the next day. So it was a big journey. I had to walk 30 minutes in the morning, and 30 minutes back, then 10 minutes to work, and then 10 minutes back. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but every day it was a workout. I remember I would always ask my friend for a ride if I was running late. I would message her and be like, hey, can your mom give me a ride? And then her mom's so cute, she would give me a ride. She would go pick me up, and sometimes we would be late together. Oh. I'm gonna put some bronzer. Gonna put Caramel Cutie by Fenty by Riri. So I would work at McDonald's from like what? We get out of school like, well, the school I went to was kind of weird, so I would get out kind of early. So I would get out at 2, I think. I forgot. And then I would go to work like 3 to 11. Sometimes I would do like 3 to 12. It was like super crazy schedules. So I would get home super late, and then I would be tired in the mornings. It was hard. Like, I used to hustle back in the day. Now I'm like super lazy. Don't even want to go walk to the park, but before I used to walk like hours. And I think like those things had made me more appreciative of things that I have now. Like, I remember I would walk like 12, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning to my house. And think about my car. Think about like having a car. You know, I wouldn't have to walk anymore. And that was my goal. Having a car. Not having to work at McDonald's. Because people like treat McDonald's workers like caca. Which I don't know why. Like, I don't know why you have to be so rude. Like, it's McDonald's. Like, come on. You're at McDonald's. Stop being picky. Like, I remember one time some guy, he was like 35 or more. He came in screaming. He was like, oh my goodness, you guys messed up my order. He's like, don't you guys know how to fucking count? Because we only put 1 filet of fish and he ordered 2. Boy, and I told him, because I was a manager, I told him, I was like, dude, like, I'm gonna get you your fish, like filet of fish, but you don't have to be rude. Come on. Like, we're all human, we're all working, trying to get shmoney. Like, you don't gotta be like that. And people don't understand how busy McDonald's is. Like, I don't know, sometimes we would get out like more than 200 burgers within an hour, and it's like crazy. You know, you're serving so many people. Not only that, but you're doing like shakes, you're doing Happy Meals, you're doing all these things, ice creams, cones. You know, the machine isn't always broken, FYI. Well, sometimes. And, you know, like, sometimes I would have a rough day. Like, people would make me want to cry because they were mean for, like, no reason. Like, some things are just out of your control. Like, you can't, I'm not the one doing everything, and you're screaming at me for something that I didn't even do. And even if that is the case, like, there's ways to be nice about it. You don't have to be mean. That's why I try to be nice to like customer service people, but sometimes people be having an attitude and you're like, bro, if it's not a good day, go home. It's not worth it. Like, unnecessarily rude, which I sometimes understand, because sometimes, like, you know, from so many people being mean to you, like, you're over it, like, you're done. But if that's the case, like, get out of there. Go find another job. You know? You don't have to stay there forever. Which people don't understand too. Like, you know, McDonald's, if it's gonna be your life, accept it, own it, and know there's gonna be bad days. Trying to find my blush brush. Did I lose? Oh, it's right here. Oh, some like fun fact. I got my first car after I graduated, because me and my mom made a bet that if I graduated, she would give me a car. Will help me get out, like, take out a car, you know, like from dealership and stuff. And I graduated early, so she got me the car. Will help me get the car, and you know, both of our names were on the loan and stuff. And a fun fact, I didn't even know how to drive. Like, we just got a car and I didn't even know how to drive. And I didn't even have my driver's license. Neither did she. But you know, I was like, fuck it. I guess that's how I'll learn. yeah, so be nice to your customer service people. You know, they're human, you're human. Try to be patient. But if people betraying you, say no. Dove it. My battery's about to die. I don't know if it's the foundation, or I don't know what it is, but I'm cracking right here. Cracking right here. I be smiling too much. I be too happy too much. I be doing too much. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and did eyeliner with the infamous Fenty Beauty eyeliner. Okay, now we're gonna do eyebrows. And my favorite eyebrow product, can't find it. It was the Anastasia brown powder. I would say a lot of people using it. I don't know why. It's like super bomb. Okay, if you hear me say that's my husband. Okay. Okay. Look at my eyebags. Just the price of being a mom. So you're probably asking yourself, why did you make a video? Which is a good question and a really valid question. Honestly, because honestly because I love makeup. Like, it's always been something that I loved. I don't remember how old I was, but one of my tias gave me money for my birthday. I think I was like 13, maybe 15. And she gave me money, and the first thing I went to buy was makeup at CVS. I remember I was so excited. And I remember the first time I put on makeup. It was so funny. I put on a big bold, not super bold, but like a bold straight line eyeliner, and I felt so pretty, so cute, you know. And I think that's how every girl feels, you know. Playing with makeup is super fun. Like, you could do a bunch of things, and you know, it's super therapeutic. Yeah, so it's something that I always loved. And I remember I used to buy this black shadow from, I don't remember what brand, I think like CoverGirl or Revlon. It was a black shadow, and it had like sparkles in it, but I don't know why, but I love to use that for my eyebrows. I remember one time some girl was like, "Do you have sparkles in your eyebrows?" And I was like, yeah. Why? You know, unfortunately now, like, I have the means to buy myself makeup and the makeup that I want, and you know, I never take it for granted, because it's like my way to treat myself. And food. Oh, I love food. That's why I'm fat. I remember the first MAC lipstick I bought. I was so excited because, you know, back then MAC was the shit, you know. If you had MAC, you were that bitch. And I felt like that bitch. And in honor of that moment, I'm gonna put a MAC lipstick. No one even wears MAC anymore, or at least not a lot of people do. I'm gonna use Twig. They smell so good. They still smell so good. Best smell of lipsticks. I'm gonna use Twig. This is the Revlon curler, but one of the best curlers I have. Super good. I think since it's wide, it gets on my lashes and it's not too up, that it's hard to put my straight ass lashes into them. So, and then I'm gonna put some mascara. I'm gonna use the Voluminous Original by L'Oreal. Best mascara ever. and it's super affordable. So catch me outside. Anyone else wear contacts and then your contacts get super dry as you do your makeup because of all the powders and stuff. Oh, by the way, I'm Hispanic, you know, Mexicana, Latina, and proud, you know. Love my frijoles. Gonna use the Amrezy by Anastasia. This hella reminds me of that, I think it's called Heat Wave or something like that. Ding! So shiny. Actually, I'm gonna go in with the Thayers facial mist in Cucumber. I love this. So good. You gotta try this. You can never have enough setting spray or mist, whatever it's called. Alright. Well, if you watched till the end, thank you for watching my first video. Give it a thumbs up, comment, let me know some advice. What should I do better next time? What more can I do? What should I talk about? Things to do. Yeah. Alright, see you next time.